Once we get a remark from Coach Hurley, please ask for a microphone if you want to ask a question. Coach, could you summarize your view of the game?
Thought it was a gut check game again. Just having the lead that we had down the stretch, and the last 3 minutes, we were stuck on 81. We didn't, play as well as we had played through most of the game on offense, and they made some big plays to get it to overtime. But that's shows the character and the determination of my team and the heart of my team to rebound from being tied at the end there, and even Trey had a great look, at a shot to win the game in regulation, and to respond and be able to to keep playing well and putting them away. It was a tribute to how they've been competing and battling, this whole Pac-12 season.
Questions?
Coach, can you just take us through your emotions at the end of the game and then seeing your team do so well in overtime?
I just trust my team. I believe in them. They've given me every reason to believe in them. Just the way we've won some dramatic games down the stretch. These guys are playmakers. Trey Holder, Torian Graham, Shannon Evans, Cody Justice, and Obi Aleka. 27 and 13. Just did what a senior needs to do. Played at an extremely high level against two very good interior players. And so even though it was overtime, I trusted that we were going to get it done, and I know that they would find another gear.
Bobby, if you could talk about decision-making down the stretch and getting into overtime and decision-making in overtime.
I thought that when they switched to their zone that we got a little bit stagnant with that, and the ball didn't move as well as it had been moving. And we tried some high degree of difficulty shots over their front court players, and we just we stalled a little bit at that end of the floor, but just to recover from that and to to again step up the way the guys did in overtime, was great. Obi got us going right away with a basket in overtime, and Trey was getting to the rim with regularity and making plays all night. Shannon hit a big three, I believe, after they hit a three, which is always an important thing. I think he pushed the lead back to 5. So everyone was making plays. Cody shot with 5 seconds on the clock when the ball was bouncing around. So these guys have been doing it, the whole season. They're really good players. They've all sacrificed so much, and to make up for some of the things we don't do as well. And we're not traditional. We're different, but different, in a really good way.
In the back.
Coach, when Obi is throwing down dunks like he does, how do you see your team feed off that?
Yeah, Obi's plays with a lot of passion, and and is always someone could always be on his poster. He's got those type of explosiveness to the rim, and he did a little bit of everything. He hit the threes today for us, which is big because they'll stretch the defense and open the defense up more for our guards, and then just 6 offensive rebounds, 7 defensive rebounds. He's been an anchor for us around the basket, and just really good all-around effort.
Right here.
For the players, you guys talk about coming off this and getting Oregon tomorrow, a team you guys played pretty close in Eugene. Just your thoughts coming out of this with the matchup against Oregon for the two.
I think that was our game to win in Eugene, but in the stretch, Dylan Brooks took over, and he's the player of the year, so we respect him, and we're gonna watch film and see how we can correct our mistakes. So hopefully we give ourselves a better chance to win.
I think we play hard, and just at the end of the game, we just lost the momentum because Dylan Brooks took over the game. So, but other than that, they're beatable.
Right over here.
Yeah, Obi, I wondered if what you try to do. They have some pretty big bodies underneath. What were you trying to do against them today, and what did you think worked well?
I mean, I was just playing hard as I can, no matter what the outcome was of the game or stats. I just played hard, and everything came and won the game.
You know, Obi's a matchup nightmare too, by the way. You know, as good as these other guys were, and Travis had a great year, and he was a handful again, Humphrey handful. You know, Obi is a matchup nightmare for people because of the mobility and his quickness and, you know, and the physicality. So the combination of size and quickness and ability to go away from the basket. So just all the things that he brings gives us great confidence too.
Trey, just the last couple of minutes, seeing them sort of come back and rally and tie the game, how important was it for you guys to try to get recentered before overtime?
I just remember my last 2 years, we kind of had the lead, and we kind of like froze up and didn't find a way to win a game. And I don't know. I try to, you know, make plays for the team, and luckily I made some shots. But I don't know. I just felt like as the point guard, you got to make some game-winning plays, and luckily, you know, my team and my coach trusted me to make those plays down the stretch.
Bobby, your thoughts on the matchup with Oregon, and do you sort of coming out of this, you take some momentum, but then also you had to kind of play the guys a little longer than you probably want to have to with an overtime game. How does it kind of set you guys up for them tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean they're an elite team and you know, one of the best teams in the country, and so I mean we have to you know, try and play our style, and got to take care of the basketball. They're very good with you know, with mixing their defenses up, and you know, we have to we've got to be able to score. You know, I think that's my biggest takeaway from our performance today was just the bounce back effect from, you know, 60 points against Arizona to getting back to how we're capable of attacking and making plays at the offensive end. And you know, but they're you know, they have a lot of, you know, obviously a lot of great players and very well coached, and you know, great shot blocking, and Brooks over the last 2 years, you know, hasn't been anyone in the league that's made as many big shots for a team. So we have you know, complete respect for them, and we'll just try and get our edge back, try and recover, get our guys rested, and get ready for tomorrow, and see if we could have our starters score 96 out of 98 again tomorrow. You guys sign on for that? I'd be happy if you guys could do that again. It'd be great.
One or two more starting back here.
Trey, Obi, when you heard Coach say that, you know, he trusts you guys completely to get the job done, what's your reaction to that?
Just taking the challenge and then just embracing it and just going out on the court and do it. That's about it.
I mean, we have a equal and mutual respect for him, so we believe in him and he believes in us. So we just take what his game plan is and you know, follow it, and hopefully we can execute it to our best ability.
Yeah.
Bobby, you were saying the other day how much dribble penetration was going to be important for you. Can you just talk about, and the Stanford coach said he thought that was one of the keys to the game. Can you just discuss that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean it was Shannon, it was Trey, it was Cody, and those guys just, you know, just making plays off the dribble and the ball screens, putting pressure on the defense. Obi was rolling and popping, and you know, and Torian is always a threat. The teams have to know where he's at, so it just opens the court up. And so I mean that's how we play. You know, the guys play with freedom. They play with confidence, and they believe in themselves. So it's you know, it's great. And this was terrific too. By the way, this venue, T-Mobile, was unbelievable. I think it's terrific for the league, and you know, what a great place this is. Exciting environment, great for the student athletes to get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere with, you know, with this floor and Vegas. It's I know my guys are loving it right now.
We'll wrap it up right here with these two.
Yeah, Coach, I think you guys hit 3 straight threes on 3 straight possessions in overtime. Is that kind of when you feel like you guys locked up that game?
We didn't rely on the three-point line tonight. We didn't bomb away from three. I think we took good threes, you know, for the most part, and that's what the defense was giving us. You know, we got into the seam a few times against their zone and kicked the ball out and made some clutch three-point shots. But you know, we've done it most of the year. This is nothing surprising that we had 10 in this game, and you know, we're certainly capable of doing that, and you know, and more.
Last one.
Your box scores, do you ever look at your box scores? You mentioned 96 and 98 points from your starters. Do you ever look at your box scores afterwards and say, how are we doing this?
Not really, because those 5 guys are as fit as any 5 players in the country, probably. What do you? Yeah, maybe. They share the ball. They're unselfish. The shot distribution is very good between the 5 guys, and then we got good minutes, out of Andre Adams and Ramon Villa tonight. Didn't result in points, but it did in post defense against Travis, rebounding, especially Andre late in the game. I thought made some plays on defense that helped us. So, they're going to have to do similar type minutes moving forward and contribute, and they're ready to do that.
All right, Coach,
Thank
you.
you.